ain't gonna get no gooder than that. All right, so yeah, we got a lot of good things moving and shaking right now. We got Zcash right now. Come, wake up, come on, you can do it, bro. Just decided to not work right now. All right. It used to be, maybe not. Man, everything is moving like, there we go. Okay. So I was looking at this business cycle for where we are right now. And this is one. If you don't think that we're like headed towards the oh my gosh moment, I'm gonna do a couple things and I'm gonna go ahead and I won't be getting another computer this year though. I promise you that. Like that's priority for sure, because this is getting unacceptable. All right. So let me see here. Where's my slides? Man, I got enough of them. Let me see here. All right. Hopefully this is gonna act right. $702. XRP at around $1.48. It hit $1.50, which is crazy. I mean, yeah. I literally remember saying last week, these prices are not the forever prices. So stop looking at this thinking, oh yeah, this is as good as it's gonna get. This is as good as it's gonna get. No. We're far from as good as it's gonna get. So XRP to me, and I've been using the regular stuff. It's been cool, but I think I need to go back to business class. I don't know. It's been a lot of little weird stuff. But I'm gonna bring this to your attention. Let me get these. This mic is doing a lot too. And boom. I say boom. Come on. There we go. Everything is moving like, there we go. Okay. So I was looking at this business cycle for where we are right now. And this is one. If you don't think that we're like headed towards the oh my gosh moment, I'm gonna do a couple things and I'm gonna go ahead and I won't be getting another computer this year though. I promise you. All right. Business cycle. And yeah, I just want you guys to see where we're at right now. We're not ready, Kurt. We're gonna drop lower, Kurt. We're gonna see this thing hit the floor. Right up there. Yep. Says late, but I'm here. What's up? What's going on, Abel? So yes, we're at a stage right now where Bitcoin is absolutely waking up. The Genius Act is going to go into full effect in January of next year, right? Where everybody's going to have to start actually coming in and buying up treasuries. And we are seeing Scott Besson. He had like a press conference earlier today. I don't know what happened, but yeah, the stream did some weird stuff too. But I think everybody's hearing that acting crazy. But he looked visibly bothered. Yeah, like big mad, bro. Like, oh, okay, so I ain't tripping. I'm not tripping. He looked like he was upset. Like somebody made him very upset right before he went up there and did that. And they were asking him some questions, and he wasn't feeling the questions either. So I'm like, all right, y'all gonna make Scott mad. He already got his money for the ready to go into Treasury. So yeah. His other influencers think he was upset too. Bro, it was visible. Like you could see it. Like as he was talking, he wasn't really, and he does that from time to time. Like I'm not gonna say like he's the most like chill dude. Like I've seen him on like Bloomberg interviews where he gets a little, he'll cut into the interview from time to time. So Scott really is one of those dudes where he's got like, yeah, it says resting. You know what? Sure. Upping the amount that they were gonna start doing buybacks is wild right now. So that is showing a lot of like, hey, we gotta do something right now going on. The stuff right now with, let me back out of this. The stuff going on right now with Iran and the oil scenario is like, bruh, nothing is really kind of coming to fruition. Like they had a meeting today and then started to drop off. As you can see, it was kind of falling already today. So there are some things moving and shaking for the most part, but I'm noticing that there isn't any real clear cut, hey, this is what it is, this is what it isn't. But the blueprint that I'm seeing is, it's like nobody's doing math or something. And I'm not trying to say like people are stupid. I'm saying that this has happened before. In history, this has happened before. And normally when this happens, when the United States has to go in and do all of this, it creates a black swan event after. And I'm not saying we're going to get like some kind of crazy, outrageous, landish, but I'm standing firm on what I said to you guys last week, is I think the United States is going to give up their reserve currency status just so that they can stay relevant in the next wave of where money's going. Yeah, I do believe that they're going to give up the reserve currency status just to stay relevant, because every other nation right now is having issues as well. Like I keep telling y'all, everybody's money is weird. Not just like your money, like the world's money is weird right now. Okay? And it's only so long they can keep playing this game of give everybody the bare minimum and tell them to just pull up their bootstraps and get it together and all of that. It's only so long that can happen. It literally. So my thing for you guys is asset acquisition is going to be king. If you're not looking at assets the same way, I'm not talking about real estate, because sometimes we say assets, people say, oh, real estate. That's one asset. Stocks, crypto, precious metals, assets. You want to get things that are going to appreciate against the dollar being printed, because I'm going to go back over here and I'm going to go back to the daily, and I just want you guys to like really understand what's happening right now. Okay? I boxed everything up for you guys so you can see it for yourself and where we are inside of these next few waves. And I said we're going to have to navigate these next zones very, 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 very carefully. And sure enough, dollar has dropped off, found a nice little ledge, like it wants to kind of bounce and travel back up again. We need to see how this plays out. If dollar starts strengthening again, that's going to take money out of gold. And I keep telling you guys, like, all the money that's leaving the stock market, right? Because stock market's been a little, slightly pulling back a little bit. There hasn't been any kind of like major correction by any means. I don't want anybody thinking, oh my gosh, we're going to have a super crazy correction in the stock market right away. Just this small correction has gotten the dollar down, has pushed gold up, and has pushed Bitcoin up substantially for Bitcoin. If anything shifts where the dollar starts to strengthen and we start to see anything else happening right now in stocks and all that kind of stuff getting stronger again, it's not going to be a good look. It's not going to be a look. And I keep telling y'all, like, it's very, very easy for things to go left. Now, I know that Bitcoin has been... Jumping out the gym, everybody's like, should I be buying? Should I be buying? Should I be buying? Listen, you can buy if you would like to, but there's going to be a correction. There's going to be a correction. Am I saying we're going to come all the way back down into the 60s? We may only pull back into like the high six, like 68, 69, 67. We may pull back into those areas. See here. So to give it the reserve currency status, would that create a black swan? No. It wouldn't create a black swan because it wouldn't be all at once. It would be a slow, methodical, and then people would start to realize, oh no, the dollar isn't the number one thing anymore. And along the way, you'll see a lot of people exiting the dollar, just grabbing stocks, just grabbing all kind of assets. And here's the thing. If the dollar loses its reserve currency status, it's not the end of the world for the dollar. It's just the end of the world it's just the end of that era for the standard for the dollar being what it is for the world. We're at a point right now where Japan is a bigger threat than the United States keeping reserve currency status. We're at a point right now where everything happening inside of the traditional financial system is teeter-tottering. And we can't have everything our way. We got to realize some of this got to get sacrificed just to even keep the game going. Because if we're just trying to keep the reserve currency status, then what? Every economy falls, ours falls, but we're still the number one in town. It's stupid. That's dumb. You're cutting off your nose to spite your face. So I believe they will end up giving up that status and buying into gold, buying into crypto. Stock market's going to run. The Treasury Department's going to have to like really be patient in this next wave because they're going to have to spend a lot of money. And then the Fed right now is, I don't know what Cam's going to say when he pops out for this next whole conference when he does speak, but he's going to be very careful of his wording now because everybody's watching this stuff like a hawk. You can't come out and say the wrong thing and think you're going to be able to get away with it, or come out and say nothing and get away with it, because the questions he's going to get now are going to be crazy. So we are at a point from the high to the low where we're testing a level of 786, 886 zone. We are knocking at the door of $80 right now, right? Let's just get to the other part, because I definitely want y'all to see this, because I think it's important that you see it, because once you see it, you get it. If you know who Tupac is, all eyes on. So we got $80,000 sell wall right up here. We got to see how price behaves. There's a ton of sales for Bitcoin at this level. If we're not paying close attention to this, this could be one of those things where people hit the wall, we see a price turnaround, we run back the other way. Now, you guys see what the next buy wall is, though, right? And mind you, this fluctuates. This is not like a standard. It's always going to be like this. There could be spoof orders up here, all kind of stuff. But they're saying if we do see a fall off from here, the next big buy wall is at around 77.5, 77.25, right? So 77.5 is right around these areas here, right? Let me go to a little bit lower to like the 30, so you can see where we're at. So we got a sell wall at 80 up here, and there's a buy wall like right down. Well, obviously, I guess we have 80 in this vicinity, right? So like either right below this area here, where we're kind of like 77.5. So yeah, right around here. Then I'm gonna flip it. 772, boom. So right around there. So price may come back down, basically right below the rally-based rally. So price may come back down and retest these levels as well for more buying strength down here. But we're like literally stuck inside of this zone. If we clear this area, we break lower, then we can look to see maybe more lower lows or highs. But as of right now, everything's been higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs. There has been nothing screaming sell. Nothing. Even right here, when I saw price break down a little bit, I was monitoring this area last night, and I saw the step down here, and I was like, oh, okay, we got a little step down. But I wanted to see if we finally broke him at a lower low and then pulled back and we could have kept it going. Couldn't even get that. Couldn't even get that. Like, it literally was like low, high, found a nice little zone, bounced right off and kept going. So the demand right now for Bitcoin is booming. People are excited. People are getting back hype again. The Clarity Act hasn't had, the Clarity Act stalling hasn't had the effect the banks wanted. So we're seeing a real mad dash right now on everybody's side, where everybody's terms, where banks are trying to figure out, what do we do now? And the rest of the market is like, we're deciding. We're deciding. We haven't given up on Bitcoin. We've just been quietly buying. Now we're going to get a little bit louder. And knowing where we're at right now, right, just go ahead and give you guys me. Get all this off the screen. So many things on the screen. And that can go, that can go, that can go, that can go. So knowing where we are right now, right, we're right in the area where we're potentially ready to see the market bounce, rally back. We know there's a potential sell wall up here at 80, another buy wall at 77. And then there was another one that I want to show you guys as well, because I think this is also relevant inside of where we're going. Now, you're seeing how we have these flags, where every time we get to a nice low point in the bear market and we have that flag that breaks us out, that's usually the catalyst that keeps us going into the next wave. This one here was a little more because of COVID, right? This was like the COVID drop back down. We saw a crazy spike up, COVID hit, brought us right back down, kind of resets around the same levels, and we rally back out. Over here was the Sam Bankman-Fried scenario, SBF and FTX. We saw the same dropping, right, trend line, beautiful, and then we had that final big break of the area, and now we've seen high, low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. We're right there. We're right there. So there's an inflection point happening in two ways. We have one where price is telling us we're either going to see the breakout and maybe a little bit of a pullback after that, where you kind of get that like big run up and then a pullback, yeah. Also, there's an inflection point happening with some of the alts right now, where they're waking up, right? Like Sui. Also, if you have Sui in your Phantom wallet, you're going to have to get a new wallet. I don't know why Phantom is deciding to get rid of Sui. It doesn't make any sense. Sui and Phantom haven't had any real issues. I don't know if like they were charging them to keep them on the wallet. I don't know. But yeah, they're deciding to stop Sui support. Yeah, whatever that means. It's weird. So yeah, and I don't think Sui even has her own native wallet. So yeah, we got to find another one. I'll look around, and yeah, it's weird. It's weird. I don't understand, because I kept mine there too. So I do have mine there too. So I'll try to find us another one. But if anything, you might have to move it into like your cold storage wallets, like your ledgers and things like that. So yeah, exactly, Wes. So it's weird. I looked into it, but there wasn't anything like going on with Sui. Like Sui didn't do anything wrong. There wasn't any kind of like a hack or anything crazy. They just woke up and decided we don't want to have you guys on here no more. I don't know. Maybe they're gonna do something and create a competitor. At this point, I don't know. I'm trying to make sense out of it. Didn't make sense. It says Sui's native wallet is slush. Okay, I'll look into it. I didn't see anything that had like high ratings for security. So yeah, I mean, I'll move everything on my ledger, but for me, the ledger side of it is like I don't even look at my ledger, right? Like when I put something in my ledger, it's there. Like I'm not opening that bad boy to check on it. It's there and it's gonna stay there. So like to move Sui there is like, I'm gonna be a little active with Sui. I ain't trying to be, like I'm trying to find stuff that's like a little more quick. You can get in and get out. So I'll look around. But if we got to use slush, I'll look into it and see if it has high security. We can go from there. But it was weird. It weirded me out. It says yeah, I had the rest on my ledger. Yeah. I don't even think I have Sui in my ledger. I don't think I ever put any Sui because it was like still so new. I didn't know how long I was really gonna hold on to it, so I kept it in the Phantom. But yeah, I'll probably end up moving mine too. But anyway, this is where we're at right now, and I do believe that the inflection point of the alts plus where Bitcoin is actually a big deal, because if Bitcoin does decide to rally past this and keep running, that could be a real big signal for the alts to continue to get stronger from that point. And this is the part where Andre is screaming, and this is where I want to list, because I already know he's somewhere screaming that. So I'm already thinking, right? So I'm looking at a lot of things right now to make sure that we are not getting caught in a wash of all the excitement of it all. And I want to be real clear too. Like, why am I getting pop-ups? I want to be real clear too about where bro, I got like 4 pop-ups on my screen. Stuff fast. It's not I'm at the gym. No screaming yet. But where we are right now is not like oh my gosh, we're gonna miss it. This is one candle, fam. It's one candle. Like let's not, you know what I mean? Like sometimes people can get like so excited about, oh my gosh, it's happening. Like that scene from The Office where like Michael Scott screaming, it's happening, everybody stay calm. Stay calm. He's screaming at everybody like, bro, you need to stay calm. So this is like one big candle. And I tell you, like, what are you gonna do when you see like a God candle form on Bitcoin? And I'm watching everybody on social media lose their mind over the oh my gosh candle. So yes, I get it. We haven't seen one of these kind of candles since like 2023 or something crazy. All right, let me see. We go back a little bit. Yeah, it's like way back here where we're getting like the crazy, wild, giant candles. Okay, so look, I've been around so long. I remember when it got crazy. Okay, so we haven't seen like the crazy God candles since 2023. And this one is absolutely wild though. This one is definitely up there. This was cool, but this one here is. Let me go over here so you can get a better look at it. This one here is impressive. I'm not gonna lie. This one was like, yo, okay, Bitcoin, you showing off in front of the company. So it's definitely doing its thing right now. But I'm gonna keep reiterating: high point, low point. Let's see how this behaves. We got a little bit of slowdown here. I want to see how this plays right now. If we break and hold above it, I'm excited. But I want you guys to know, this next wave has sparked so much media attention, so much excitement, so much euphoria from people. We're not in the euphoria stage yet, but so much euphoria from people because people are excited to see Bitcoin back to life, right? Like Bitcoin's always fun. People are excited to see Bitcoin back to life now. So any pullback from here, you got to know it's not going to last long. So are we all on the same page with how this is looking? These next pullbacks are going to be incredibly valuable. If anybody starts to take profit at these levels and we see sell-offs back down, like I said, barring a black swan, if you get a black swan, all bets are off. That's that. You can't price those in. But this is pure emotion. I want you guys to see what pure emotion looks like. Is this DCA at pullback? No, we'll be scaling in at pullback. Yeah, we won't be DCA. We'll be actually buying into positions at that point. So like the next pullback will be like grab this project, grab that project, grab that project. Yeah, it'll be full-fledged calling all cards. Because I don't see us seeing the $50,000 level or anything like that. Like I kept saying $60,000 was a great level. People were like, no. I'm like, bro, I'm buying. I'm sorry. Anything below 65, I was grabbing that bad boy up. So now that we're back in the 70s, everybody's praying and asking for what? 65. I'm like, this is how it goes. I've been saying the same stuff to y'all over and over. You see it in front of you and you don't take it seriously. Then when it's gone, you're like, oh my gosh, I remember the days where Bitcoin would just sit at 64,000 and I never bought it. I don't know. This is bonus session. Yeah, we don't mind tonight. Yep. So this is where you got to be really, really careful about your mindset right now. You can't get super caught up in just the, okay, y'all, I want it at this level and only that level. If that's the thought process you have, you're not going to have fun in this run. If we start breaking out and getting into the 80,000s, 90,000s, we have pullbacks back down, and you're still thinking, I'm only going to buy it at 60,000, you're not going to get in. You're going to miss it. Don't come in here with these super rigid views of what price Bitcoin needs to be for you to participate. We DCA at specific levels, yes. We're not going to have any sort of real, I don't want to get it at this level because I just don't like it. Like, bro, stop it. Stop it. All right? You see here, so this mindset on Monday, August 31st. Yeah, it's the last Monday. Oh, not today. Yeah, my bad. I'm thinking about bonus session week. No. It's the last Monday and the first Monday. Yeah, so I'll do it the last Monday. Yeah. I'll more than likely be in Vegas for an event, but I'll still do my sessions though, so I'll be here. So if anything, like the time difference will be a little bit different for me. So yeah, but I'll still make sure we do mindset though, so I got you guys. It'll be next Monday at around 7. Yeah, I do a bonus session, 2 bonus sessions a month. So like every Monday, but when every Monday, the first and the last Monday, or last and first Mondays of the month. Yeah. See here, let's say you have like a 15K XRP token. Should I sell a bit and buy? Wait. Let's say you have like 15K in XRP tokens. Okay, should I sell a bit and buy back when it pulls back? Right now, no. You can find like this is not the time to be selling anything. No, that's that greed where you start seeing like opportunity to exit and get back in, get back in. You don't want to catch yourself like chasing entries when you already have a good enough position. If you already have 15K, then you want to like been in way before XRP hit $1, right? You probably buying when it was like 30 cents, when it got to like 80 cents, and it got to like 75 cents, and you broke out to hit $1. You bought a little more. Yeah, you don't want to catch yourself doing that because when XRP hits like $3 again, you'll be fine. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. 45 cents. Yeah, you're good. Like you're at a place where you don't want to keep selling and buying. Just keep where you have your holdings now, and now you just want to scale in. Because it's still relatively cheap, like $1.50. It'll probably pull back again, probably like $1.20, $1.15, something like that if we can. Like, you don't want to catch yourself like chasing anything. And I want to see how this plays out. We still got a week, right? It's the first day of the week, so we got like 7 days and some change in this candle. You don't want to catch yourself like trying, no problem. You don't want to catch yourself buying up right now in this level because there's a wall. Like, we're looking at a whole wall right now. And I'll just kind of stretch this over. You see it? Let me zoom a little more. Okay, you see it? Price broke the level. Retest it, went to the upside, tested the level, pulled back up, broke below the level, tested it slightly, like closed above, came back, broke back down, and now we're here. Now, the only thing about this level that makes me feel like we can break and run is because we've already cleared it before with these candles. It's kind of like that fake out, breakout deal where you get above it and you kind of go back down. So it's a rough zone, but at the same time, it's still a fib level, 786, 886, and it holds value for all the past zones as well, so we don't want to get too far away from everything. I'll go back to the daily so you can get a better look at it as well here. Like, let me zoom in a little bit. Notice how price was rallying, pause, and rallied out of that area. We come back to it, wick off the zone, test the zone, deeper push the zone, kind of 1, 2, 3, light, middle, deep, rejects off. We come back down to it, just above. We kind of step, gets like stagnant right above it, and we get into the zone from a drop, base, drop from the area, and then we come back and we have a hard time clearing it. Nothing really impressive from buyers at this level, so we'll let you know this isn't really strong buying volume at these levels, and then sellers just took control and forced us right back down into the dumps, right? So now we're kind of almost forming a little bit of a rally base. Yeah, so it's a zone. I'm not gonna act like we're not having an issue right now. It is a zone. We're gonna keep an eye on it and be mindful of it. But we're already deep into the zone, right? We tested it, had a little bit of a pullback, tested the bottom of the zone. Now we're back here wicking off the top. We would need to see an engulfing push us all the way back down below this. We would need to see a substantial candle push us back down, or it's gonna just break and run, and we'll get above and probably come up here and test these levels at around 90. Yeah, this is where we're at right now. The markets are not slowing down when it comes to BTC, and I've been telling you guys, one of these assets looks like it was ready to run, and the other looks like it only wanted 10%. All right, the stock market looks like it's so happy to have this next 10% move, and Bitcoin is like, we're getting ready for the next bull run. We're gearing up for the next big thing. Yeah, that's what we are. Now, I'm gonna show you guys something as well, because I think you need to see this. You see every year, 2014, 2015, 2016, 2017, and then 2018, bear market, 2019, pre-bull, 2020, 2021, 2022, bear market, 2023, pre-bull, 2024, 2025, 2026. Are you getting it yet? Is it resonating with you yet? Does it hit a little bit for you yet? It's something about when you see it, it's a little, yeah. So even next year might not be the crazy, oh my gosh, it's running out of, it's going crazy, oh, we didn't see this coming. Even that might not be the oh my gosh year, right? We may end up seeing the market move up, because we probably get in the camera, got us a little bit of a break up to the upside. But now, we still got to navigate 2027, which is going to be bullish. More than likely, it'll be bullish. And then after that, 2028, 2029. So I'm just saying, stop looking at the price now, telling yourself, I would never buy at these levels. Then what level is good for you? Because last time I checked, these are the levels. These are the droids you're looking for. For all my nerds, y'all got that joke. Like, this is the stuff you want to be paying attention to. Okay? Like, you don't want to be getting distracted now. You will not get a do-over for where we are. Okay? See, Joe, you in there, man. That's what I'm talking about. All right? Like, you want to really start getting in here and navigating this the right way. Like, you're not going to get another do-over. It's not going to hit rewind just so you can feel good about getting involved. Okay? I still think we're going to have a little bit of a pullback. I'm not getting ahead of myself and saying, it's everything or nothing, guys. Buy it all or not. Nah. All right. Kenobi. Y'all know. All right. So we are at a place where you want to be putting your money aside for assets. I am trying my hardest not to give you guys any doom and gloom stuff, but I think that we're gearing up for another potential black swan. I don't know what it's going to be, but they come like clockwork when stuff like this is getting ready to make a move. They need a catalyst that's going to shift a lot of stuff over to where we're going. And you see how fast they're putting everything in play, all the infrastructure and the railways and the plumbing of everything. Usually when they're working this fast to get everything in position, the black swan is almost ready. And they got to hurry up and get their side of the bargain done before everything takes off. And yeah, I feel like if you guys aren't already getting involved, see here, it's just got some USDC on the sidelines. But yeah, that was the whole point of DCAing into stable coins. So when it's time to start grabbing the coins, the actual coins, you're not in here like spazzing out, wigging out, trying to figure out where the money's going to come from. You've been doing it the whole time. You've been getting yourself prepared the entire time. Like, I'm not trying to tell you guys, all right, guys, I know you guys got grocery bills and you got insurance and rent and all of that. Take all of that and just don't worry about it and buy. No, we've been putting aside capital for these moments. Says in Tether, no, I'm not worried about it. I'm not even going to trip about which stable coin you got, as long as you've been DCAing. Because even Tether right now has been getting a ton of backing from the United States, so I'm not going to get into my views of Tether anymore. Like, Tether's been doing what they need to do to make sure the United States is cool with them. But this is one of those scenarios where as long as you got the capital, good. That's it. Because those assets are going to be worth their weight. And I mean that when I say assets, because some of you guys are still focused on just like wanting to win a trade. I really need you to know. So you said Genius Act in January, how about clarity? So as I was saying, I need you guys to know, like, we're not here to just win a trade. I'm just messing with you, Anthony. I'm just playing. So no, clarity more likely won't hit until after the election. And even then, it looks like the Democrats are going to more than likely take over. I also believe this is also why we see all the regulatory bodies rushing to get this done. Because it looks like we're going to have a lame duck presidency for the next 2 years after the Democrats take over. And they don't want to wait to do any of that stuff then, because nothing will get done. Nothing will get done. And then after the election, the Democrats take over, everything that the Republicans want to do, it will be nothing. No, not Kamala. I'm saying in general, like the House, the Senate, all of that stuff will be ran by the Democrats. Because most people, I don't agree with you, most people that voted for Trump are not happy right now. They are very much, they feel betrayed. Right? Like, so, like, think about it. Trump came in and said, no new wars. Bro, we've been in a war for the last year and a half. Okay, Trump came in and said, "I'm going to help all the crypto bros, see gains in crypto. We're going to get all this stuff, resolved, and we're going to get clarity for regulations and all this and that." Nothing. Came in, ICE came through, started tearing up all kind of stuff throughout the country. Folks weren't happy about that. Then we got just tariffs. Nothing really, going great when it comes to prices of things. Oil prices spiking up right now. So nobody that voted for Trump is excited about where we are or where we're going, right? And all the stuff that's going on right now, like the military in Israel. Most folks in America, like, why does Israel have full access to our military again? Who signed off on all of this stuff again? So, like, everything that he said didn't align. So we're at a place where most people are like, Republicans aren't running it the way I thought they should. I'm probably going to go with the other guys. And the other guys are like, yeah, give us the reins again. So once the Democrats come back and they have full power over the House and Senate, Trump won't be able to get anything done. See here. So when that happens, where does most of the money for the bull run need to come from the retailers, right? No. So this is the thing. Average investors are usually Republican. Okay, and they vote with their money, but they're not happy with what Trump is doing. So they will more than likely not sit in the dollar, and they more than likely will not be buying treasuries because we already see what the Treasury Department is going to do. They're going to start pushing the Treasury bonds down by coming out and paying everything up right now, so or doubling down on what they're doing. So we're at a point right now. My bad, I'm all tongue-tied because I got so many things like moving through my mind. So we got everything moving in a direction where the only beneficial place for wealthy people to put their money will be in assets. And if he doesn't necessarily get what he wants out of the midterm election, his boy is still in the Fed. Kevin is still his friend. Let's not act like that's not a thing. His boy is still running the CFTC and the SEC, right? So all of his people are in position to get the financial side of things done. We're not acting like that's not all lined up. So there are still ways for the money to move, but there won't be that same solidarity from the Senate and the House. There just won't be. This half is not his fault. No, but the other half that is hard to just look past, and a lot of people that voted for him are not happy. Yeah, because it's a lot of things he could have just did differently. Some of the stuff he could have just not talked about it, and it would have went great. So it's like, fine, and I'll roll it about one candle. That's all. Now, if we just keep saying crazy candle, great. I'm all here for it. When we start breaking above levels and all that stuff, I'll glad to be. See here, don't talk. Just talk with you. Yeah. A lot of people do that. They'll get on or sale on from anything below 2,000 for each was like, bro, if you're not getting it here, I really don't know what to say. It's hard to have these calls because most folks probably weren't on the call when I was screaming, buy this stuff up at these levels. These are great levels. And the last major zone was this high to this low right here. And I mean, you see where we are right now. We're right smack dab in the middle of the 50% 618 zone for a potential sale. So we'll see how XRP behaves. Either we're going to potentially break out of here and run all the way up to around $2, which will be the next level. If we clear this zone at around $1.55, we could definitely run right up here to the $2 level for sure. All right, fam. With that being said, I appreciate you guys. I'm going to wrap up here. I will see